Hello, today I'd like to talk to you about automating your Alvearies with Applied Energistics. The traditional problem with Applied Energistics has been that if you're trying to use an export bus to push bees back into your alveary, it has a problem because each species of bee increases its generation, and export buses are very precise. So to counteract this problem, what we're going to do is we're going to use a storage bus, and I've found that it has to be attached to the east face of the alveary to have visibility into the bee slots, and then an import bus. And because the import buses are fuzzy, whereas the export buses are precise in Feed the Beast Ultimate 1.1.2, this will work for us. So if we use an import bus to pull all of the products out of our alveary, and we attach a storage bus to an apiarist chest, and then have some form of other storage for the items that won't go into the apiarist chest, like our honeycombs and things like that, then we are able to push all of our bees into this chest by giving our storage bus a higher priority than our disk drive. And then we can use an import bus on our second network that pulls in any drones and any princesses. And it doesn't matter what type of drone or princess they are, it will pull them back out of this chest. And if our storage bus on this network has the highest priority, it will try placing them there first. So whatever princess comes out of there, we'll put it back in, and then whatever drones come out of there, we'll try to put those back in. But as you can see, we're building up our forest drones, so since these forest drones are here, no other type of drone would go in. So if you do need to mutate your princesses, but you want to change your drones, you're going to have to find a modification to this solution to get that to work for you. But as far as just your standard production alvearies where you don't expect a whole lot in the way of mutation, this should work out for you pretty well. So one interesting thing to point out here is that when we look in here, we don't see the drones. However, when we come over here, let's just take one out. We see we're at 24 right now, so now we're at 23. And then we'll place our drone back inside here, and it just disappeared. But when we come back over here, we're at 24 again. So we definitely have access to that slot, but we cannot see it from our access terminal. So whenever things are pulled back in, they will go there. If you are just using a normal production alveary, you could use a second storage bus. Here I've just set it to actually this was supposed to be a priority of 10. So it is more important than our ME drive there, but less important than our alveary. So if you do start producing extra drones, you can automatically dump them into, say, a gene pool or something and start making your bee DNA. Just to show you right fast, this does in fact work on any type of princess. So let's just grab like a meadows princess, and we'll just pop that into our apiarist chest. And even though we only have a forest princess in here, it did in fact pull our meadows princess into our second network. And because this has the highest priority on our network, it should push it into the alveary first. You can, of course, since you're using Applied Energistics, automate the insertion of your frames and any mutators that you might have. Here I just have the frame set up to be automated. I'm using chocolate frames just to kind of speed this process along. And these aren't unique in any way, so you can just use your export bus to push any frames that you might have and stock your system, however, whether you're crafting them or finding them and putting them in yourself or whatever you're doing for that. So with this, this is a fully automated aviary. It will extract any of the products, and then of course from the second network you can do whatever you wanted with those. Send them to a centrifuge or push them back into your primary network or whatever else you need to do. So it extracts the product, sorts the bees out, allows us to import them back into a second network by using the priority system and a storage bus on the east face of our alveary. We can push those back in there, and then we can use export buses to populate any frame housings or mutators. And of course we do have a way to dispose of any waste drones that we might have, simply by attaching a storage bus with a higher priority than our drive, but a lower priority than our alveary up to our ME system. So I hope this is helpful to you. If you've got any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them down below. Otherwise, have a great day.